to see. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low.
Hey everyone, welcome to quarantine session number 27. Great news. The trivia drawing is back. Yep, trivia drawing is back today. Some people had actually emailed me after yesterday and said, "What's the point of watching if there's no drawing?" So I hope that's not the only reason. But so anyway, we're back at it. We're on schedule, 1 day in arrears. You got all that, the new rules. Interesting little bit I had on television last night. So I turned on ESPN to see, what are they doing now? And they were playing a Zoom horse game. The old game of horse, and it was, it was creative. So they had an NBA player and a WNBA player, and I think they were trying to make a political statement as well, which is fine, about gender pay inequality, because he had this like full length outdoor court with multi sports and lights and landscaping and a designer dog and the whole thing, and she was playing like the like I used to, but the driveway was like sloped, and she had a portable basket, and it was kind of leaning, and the net was ripped, and she had like a little statue of a dog that was sitting off to the side, and she kept patting it for luck. So I understand that, but I don't even know who won. At that point, I headed off to bed. And interesting with sports, I actually, people really miss sports. I read a study at this point, and this was a few days ago, it might have changed, but 28% of Americans, again during the quarantine, but 28% of Americans would now be willing to watch soccer, which shows you how much, attitudes and things are changing here as we go along. And then I had and then I went to bed. After all that excitement, I went to bed, and I'd like to watch the news as I'm falling asleep. And they had, and I don't even know what the answer was, but they had a teaser, and I'm like, oh wow, I got to stay up for that. You get invited to now these Zoom meetings, like Zoom cocktail hours, Zoom book clubs, Zoom, whatever conversations. What's the etiquette of getting out of those things? How are you even going to say, hey, I'm busy, I can't do it, I got a thing going on, I'm really tied up. So anyway, we got a great tip today on footwork, really, really important. And I kind of gave you a clip there. Combine it with something we did earlier, and you pretty much got it made in your golf swing. So that's good. With that, stay safe, stay healthy, do something nice for someone, and hope to see you soon.
So, got two bits here, and we've got an alignment stick and a golf shaft. So the idea behind these is that this golf shaft's obviously a little bit thicker than the alignment stick, so you could maybe start off with one as opposed to the other, okay, in the drill that we're looking at. So we're going to lay that golf shaft down on the floor right here, okay, and I'm going to then be able to step in and put it through the middle of my right foot. So it's kind of right through the middle of the right foot here, and then I get myself into the address position. So the idea now is I can feel it if my weight starts to go over the outside of the foot in the backswing, if I'm swaying over. So if I sway across in that backswing, I can feel that I'm quite out of balance across the golf shaft on the floor, and it feels really quite awkward. Okay, so the idea is that it'll give me the idea of turning into my right heel. The other thing that's going to be fantastic for this is that when you get this to the top of your swing, if your hips spin, you're going to push up on that shaft. The idea is that when we hit the ball, we're trying to make sure that that foot is rolling, so it's moving away from that stick. So the right foot rolls across, we can now see it's rolled here, and then I'm moving away from it, okay? So you know that you're never going to be going this way. If you practice a lot more on a mat, you might want to use the stick, only because it's thinner and it's a little bit easier. The golf shaft might feel a bit cumbersome. But if you have a very active pushed up right foot, i.e. it's coming up this way, or it spins out in that direction, then the golf shaft will be a great starting point because it's a bit thicker and it'll really give you that instant feel. So now what I then do is I then progress to hitting balls with the stick. Sticks over the foot, I can really feel that through the middle of my foot right here. Feel it under it, so my senses are really heightened in the feet. Okay, so I've got the proprioceptors in the feet are going to be able to feel where the weight is. I know that I've not moved over the outside of the foot. Then from here, the downswing, the right foot can roll, and I can see that I can move away from it. I won't be able to push up the same because as I push up, my foot actually slips on the surface and feels just really, really awkward. So make sure you're hitting like 3/4 pace shots and getting the feeling of the foot being able to roll away from the stick. Obviously then coming up to that posted up finish at the end, and you'll be able to use that as the feeling for you to make sure that foot is rolling.
So the common theme I was trying to throw everyone off with was actors that had appeared in golf movies. Some great ones listed in here, and I tried to throw everyone off with pictures from other projects that they did. Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems I thought might be a way to mix some people up there, but not apparently not getting by this crowd. So the movie Bagger Vance was obviously well represented, but hope you had fun with that one. Stay tuned for the drawing and the next trivia contest. All right, today's trivia drawing. I know it's, and remember now, I'm trying to keep track of like for an hour there, and somebody actually was kind enough to say, I don't know how you do it. I'm keeping track of 2 trivia answers. So remember, you get this at 11 o'clock, you have until 12 o'clock the next day, but then the new trivia comes, so there's multiple answers coming in, and I'm trying to keep all that straight. So with it, here's our movies. That was an interesting little twist. Our winner for today is Mr. Jeff B. Mr. Jeff B. Excited to win, first time winner. Congratulations. And now I want you to identify for our next trivia these celebrity golfers. Obviously well known in other fields. I will give 1 hint per person. So, and the hint is going to be this. Email me which picture it is you need to know, and I'll tell you what field they're famous for. It could be movies or music or architecture or something like that. So that'll be the 1 hint I give to everybody. Stay well, stay safe, and do something nice for someone. Okay, here's today's trivia. Identify these 5 celebrities by their golf swings. So none of them are golf pros, but they all have pretty darn good motions. Your clue, if you need one, send me an email. I'll tell you what field they're in, if that helps. Good luck. And again, you get 1 clue. I'll tell you what field they're in. Good luck, stay safe, and see you tomorrow.